Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Java interview questions. That is, write a Java program to get the transpose of a matrix. Let me answer. First of all, what exactly is a matrix? Matrix is nothing but a two-dimensional array in Java. And what do you mean by transpose of a matrix? I'll explain you that with an example. Let's say there is a two-dimensional array. I'll just write down a two-dimensional array like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this, let's see. Let's say we have a two-dimensional array like this, okay? Having this number of elements, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, here, this particular element is available at the row 0 and column 0. This one at the row 0 and column 1. This one at the row 0 and column 2. Coming to this one, row 1, column 0. Row 1, it's like row 0 means index 0, guys. Row 1 means index, index 1. Okay. So that second row, but index is 1. Okay. So here, this one is row 1, column 1. Row index 1, column index 2, like that. So now in such kind of situation, if I have to create a transpose, this one, that is a transpose of this particular matrix, then it will be created like this. If I have to apply the transpose for this particular matrix, it will be like this: 0, 1, index 0, row index is 0 and column index is 0, sorry, 0, 0. So here, if you reverse that 0, 0, okay, the column as row and row as column, still it is 0, 0. So 1 will be in that position. Then if you take the next element, that is, this is 0th row index and column is 1, 0, 1. So that will go to 1, 0. 1, 0 means 1, 0 means here, okay, column 0 and row 1 index. Okay, index 0, column index is 0 and row index is 1. So here 2 will come here, 2 will come here. Then if you go to this 3, it will become 0, 2. So you have to reverse it. Instead of 0, 2, you have to make it as 2, 0. 2, 0 means what? 2, 0 means 2 is the index of the row that is here, and 0 means column index now. Okay. Whatever that was there, 0 was the row index here, that has become the column index. And whatever the column index was there, that is 2, has become the row index here. Okay. Now coming to 4, this is 1, 0. That will become 0, 1. 0th row and column index is here. It will 4 will come here. Then 5 is 1, 1. That will be here. 1, 1 also is same here. 1, 1, index 1, 1. Okay. 1, 0, 1. So here 1, and in that 0, 1, here 1. Okay. 5. 5 will come. And here 6. 6 is at 1, 2, 1, 2, right? 1, 2. It will become 2, 1. 0, 1, 2, 2, and 1 means 0, 1. That is 6. 6 will come here. So this is what is the transpose matrix of this original matrix. Okay. This is a resultant matrix, which is a transpose of the earlier matrix. So whenever you get a question in the interview asking you to write a Java program to get the transpose of the matrix, you have to convert this kind of two-dimensional array to this kind of two-dimensional array where the rows and columns will swap. Okay, row and columns will swap. So let me write a Java program for that. Let me go to the appropriate place. I have a workspace for this. Let me go to the workspace. Just give me a second. So now in this Eclipse IDE, under this package, I'm going to create a new class. I'll just name this class with the name, some random name, let's say class 28. Okay. Click on this main method, select the main method. Here class with the main method will be created. And here I'm going to write the code. I'm going to write the code. That is, I'm going to create a two-dimensional array, integer array. This is a matrix, right? Mat1. I'll say matrix 1. And here I'll try to create a two-dimensional array like this. Like this, I can create a two-dimensional array, whatever I want. And here I'll say 1, 2, 3. let's say 4, 5, 6. I think this is enough. Okay, the same example I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I created that two-dimensional array here already. I would like to print this array. Okay, I would like to print this array in the form of matrix. I'll create a method for that. Public static void. Okay, print array. Print matrix. Okay, print matrix, and I'll pass the integer array here. I'll say AR, whatever the array you pass it here, two-dimensional array, that will be printed in this kind of format. Okay, that's what is the requirement. Okay, so I'll first create the program for that. So first of all, whatever the array comes, for int I is equal to 0, I less than AR dot length. Okay, AR dot length, then I plus plus, then I plus plus. Like this I'll write, and inside the for loop I'll create one more for loop, writing for int j is equal to 0, j less than number of columns, that is AR of one of the row dot length. Okay, it will get the number of elements here. Here 2 are the number of rows and 3 are the number of columns. Columns will come here, then semicolon j plus plus. Okay, so what is the problem here? Try to write the for loop body, then the error is gone. So this is the logic I'm writing, guys. Okay, to print that particular array in that format. Okay, I'll just reduce the number of lines here. Okay, here I'll write down system.out.println. Instead of println, I'll use normal print statement. I'll write down AR of. Okay, I'll write down AR of I j. Okay, so array of ij. Okay, array of ij. So whatever the array I got, that array index row j and column row I and column j. Okay, and after that I'll put some space here. Okay, this so that in the same row the numbers can be separated by space. And here I didn't use println because I want to print all the elements in the single line. And in the next line I'll write system.out.println. I'll write down AR. I'll print the array. That's it. Sorry, you should not be writing here. We have to go to the new line basically. Before going to the loop, we have to, here it is anyhow printing the array, right? We just go to the new line before going to the external for loop. Now, is there any problem or problem here? Let's see, save this and just open this one. Some temporary glitches will happen sometimes. Yeah, here H is there. So let me save this. Okay, now run the code by calling this method print matrix. And this is not the exact logic for whatever the question we got. This is only for printing the matrix, printing the two-dimensional array in matrix format. So I created a reusable method which will intake the array and print the array elements in matrix format. So for that, we have to write this kind of code. I'll explain this code if you want, how it is printing and all. Run this code and observe that in the output, we'll get, you see, the original matrix. Okay. So here I'll write, before printing here, I'll write system.out.println original matrix. Okay, original matrix looks like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run this code again. This time, original matrix label also will be printed. Under that, the original matrix will be printed. Now, what I want to do next is, after this, what I want to do next is, I want to transpose. Okay, I want to transpose this matrix. Okay, that I want to do. For now, how this code is working, I'll tell you. Here we created a two-dimensional array and we passed the two-dimensional array. This mat1 has come here into the AR. And here int I is equal to 0. I has become what? 0. Okay, 0 less than AR dot length. How many rows are there? Row 1, row 2, right? 2 rows. So 0 less than 2. 0 less than 2 will be okay. Then we'll go inside since the condition is true, we'll go inside this for loop. Inner for loop will come. Int j is equal to 0. Here j is also 0. J is also 0. 0 less than AR of 0 means this AR of 0 is this one. In that, what is the length of this 1, 2, 3? 0 less than 3 will come. Okay, that's also done. This is also true. We'll go inside that. Here we are going to print. It's not print ln, it's print in the same line. Here of ij. I is 0, j is 0. 0, 0 means it will take this one. This is 0, in that 0, again 0. That is 1. So 1 will be printed here. Here 1 will be printed, guys. Okay, 1 will be printed. Here 1 will be printed. After the 1 gets printed, j will become 1 here. 1 less than 3 is again true. We'll go inside that. Here, AR of 0, 1. What is AR of 0, 1? AR of 0 is this one. In that 0 and 1 means 2. Here, already space is there. After 1 space, 2 space will be printed. 2 and space will be printed. Then j will become 2. 2 less than j plus plus means j will become 2. 2 less than 3 means it is true again. We'll go inside that. Here, AR of 0, 2. 0, 2 means what? 0 is this one. In that 0, 1, 2. The value 3. 3 and space will be printed. That's it. Okay. Now, after this, what will happen? J plus plus will happen. J will become 3. 3 less than 3 is false. Will come out of the inner for loop. And here there is a print statement. Because of the print statement, this is what will happen. It will go to the new line. The output will go to the new line like this. Okay. Now, because of the print ln, we will go to the new line. And here I plus plus will happen. I will become 1 here. 1 less than 2 is true. We'll go into the inner for loop where j will become 0. Again, 0 less than 3. That is again true. We'll go inside that. AR of ij. I is 1. J is 0. 1, 0 means what? This is 0. AR of 0 is this one. AR of 1 is this one. AR of 1 we have taken. In that 0 means 4. 4 will be printed here. Okay, with a space. Then after that, j plus plus j will become 1. J will become 1. 1 less than 2 is 3 is again true. We'll go inside that. Okay, AR of 1, 1. This is 0. This is 1. In that 1, again 1, 0, 1. 5 will be printed here. Okay, with a space. After that, j will become 2. 2 less than 3 is true again. We'll go inside that. AR of 1, 2. What is 1, 0, 1? In that 1, 2. 0, 1, 2 is 6. 6 will come here. Index 2 is 6. Okay. After that, j will become 3. J plus plus j will become 3. 3 less than 3 is false. Will come out of this for loop. And here I will become 2. 2 less than 2 is also false. 2 less than 2 is also false. Will come out to the external for loop. Okay. That's it, guys. We are done. Okay. That's it, guys. We are done. Okay. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be printed. That's the reason the array will be printed in the matrix format. This is the logic we have to write. I'll remove all this stuff. This is just for explanation I have written here. Hope you got the idea how they will be printed. Okay. Fine. That's all good. Now, the next thing here is, save this. The next thing here is int mat of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, original matrix. We have printed that, how it is getting printed, but I would like to get the transpose of this matrix. I would like to transpose this matrix. For that, I need to change the row number into the column into the row. I have to swap the rows and columns. I explained already, right? If I change the row index to the column index and column index to row index, and if I create another matrix, that will become a transpose matrix. Each and every element in this matrix, row and column index have to swap to get this kind of matrix. If you give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, transpose matrix will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Like this, it will become. So we should get the same output if we have achieved that. Okay. To transpose the matrix, where I have to swap the the rows with columns and columns with rows. Okay. For that, row indexes with columns and column indexes with rows. Okay. So here I'll write transpose. I'll create a method transpose matrix. Like this I'll create, and I have to pass the matrix here. That is AR only. I'll give the name AR here, the form of array. I'll get that. And here I'll write the body of this method, and I'll call this method, guys. Okay. So here I'll print a statement saying after transposing matrix. Again, I'll print the matrix, guys. After transposing matrix, again, I'll print the matrix. I'll print that later. For now, in order to transpose this matrix, I have to call this method. And pass this matrix, original matrix, as an argument to this. method. So whatever the logic that I'm going to write, that is very important. That's what is the answer for this question, guys. I write a Java program to get the transpose of the matrix. How to make this AR of ij will become AR of ji. Okay, that's what we have to do. Okay, so rows to columns and column indexes to rows. We have to give. For that to happen, first we have to get the number of rows. Okay, int rows is equal to AR dot length. This is rows. Int columns is equal to, take anything AR of 0, let's say, dot length. This is the number of columns. Now I have to create a resultant matrix, transpose matrix, otherwise integer array. Okay, transpose tmat. Tmat I'll say. Okay, tmat means T matrix. Tmat is equal to new int of, here in place of rows, you give these columns, and in place of columns you give these rows. In place of columns you give these rows. That's what you have to do. After that, what you have to do is you have to write like this: for int I is equal to 0, I less than rows, I plus plus. Okay, just see what I'm trying to do. Okay, just see what I'm trying to do. For int j is equal to 0, j less than columns, j plus plus. Okay, I will iterate through all the elements of this original matrix that is received as a argument or parameter to this parameter, whatever, while calling that particular method, whatever I got, I'm going through that. So here I'll simply write down. Okay, here I'll simply write down tmat of, okay, tmat of I j is equal to, tmat of ij is equal to, okay, tmat of ij is equal to AR of ji, AR of ji. This is what I want to do. Let's see whether this logic will work or not. Even I don't know, but let's try it out and see whether that is working or not. Okay, tmat of ij is equal to AR of ji, I'll say. Let's see what will happen. Here number of rows, how many will come if I pass that particular matrix, having this particular matrix, when I'm passing, how many rows are there? 2 rows, row 1, row 2. And in that, how many columns are there in the row 1? 3 columns. So 3 will come here. So here I'm creating column size as, this rows as, here rows should be there, but I provide columns here. That means it will become size. This is the size of this. Okay, 3 rows and 2 columns. 3 rows and 2 columns. Now here I wrote for int I is equal to 0, I less than. Here I'll write, instead of rows, I'll write tmat dot length. That will be better. So what is the tmat dot length? Tmat dot length will become 3. Okay, then only we can understand, right? So here j is equal to, instead of columns, we have to write tmat dot tmat of 0 dot length. This will be columns. Okay, resultant transpose matrix columns 2 will be there. Okay, so now tmat of ij means, here I is what? I is 0, 0 less than 3, 0 is less than 3. Okay, 0 is less than 3. That is true. I is 0, 0 less than 3. Here j is 0, 0 is again less than 2. Here 0 less than number of columns, okay, of this resultant T matrix. Then after that is also true, will come inside. Here tmat of ij means 0, 0. Tmat of 0, 0 is equal to aj of ji. Here j is 0, I is 0. Same thing. That means here what will come? Here what will come, guys? Here if 0, 0 is nothing but 1, right? After interchanging also it's 0, 0. So it will be the 1 only. The first element 1 will be stored. Then after that, the next thing, j plus plus will happen. J will become 1. 1 less than 2 will become true, will come inside this. And tmat of 0, 1. Tmat of 0, 1. That is, this is 0, 0. This is 0, 1. Okay, 0, 1 is this one. In that place, AR of ji. That means j is 1 and ji means what? J is 1 and I is 0. 1, 0. AR of 1, 0 is what? Air of 1 is this one. In that 0 is what? 4. 4 will come here. That's what is the thing. Okay, it's working, looks like. Okay, then I'll make j plus plus j will become 2. 2 less than 2 is false. We'll come out of the inner for loop and we'll go to the external for loop where the value of I will become 1. 1 less than 3. 1 less than 3 is true. Will come inside the for loop, inner for loop. Again, j will become 0. Again, 0 less than 2. 0 less than 2 is true. Will come inside that. Your t mat of ij means I is 1, j is 0. So 1, 0 means what? Here, at this location. Index 1 row and 0 is a column, this place. This is the first row and 2 columns completed. Second row, first column. In that place, we are assigning what? Air of ji. J is 0, I is 1. 0, 1 means 0 is this one, 1 is 0, 1, 2. 2 will come here. Okay, 2 will come here. Done. And after that, j plus plus j will become 1. 1 less than 2 is true. 1 less than 2 is true. Okay, 1 less than 2 is true. So we'll go inside that. And here, t mat of ij. Ij means I is 1, j is 1, 1, 1. T mat of I 1, 1. T mat of 1, 1 means this is 0. This is 0th row. This is 1 row. In that index 1, 0th column, first column, this place. That means this place. What will happen here? What we are assigning to that place, air of ji we are assigning, that is 1, 1 only. What is 1, 1 here? 1, in that 1 is 5. So 5 will be coming here. Now, j plus plus j will become 2. 2 less than 2 is false. Will come out of this inner for loop. And here, I plus plus I will become 2 finally. 2 less than 3 is again true. So will come inside here, j will become again 0. 0 less than 2 is true again. Will come inside that. T mat of ij, I is 2, j is 0. 2, 0 means 2 means 0th row, 0th index row, first index row, third index row, second index row. So here 2 is coming here. 2. And in that j is 0 means the first column, this place. In the first place, what will come here? Air of ji will come. Air of ji will be assigned. What is air of ji? That is j is 0, I is 2. 0, 2. What is 0, 2 here? 0 is this one, 2 is 3. 3 will come here. Okay, after that, j will become 1. 1 less than 2. Again true. Will come inside the loop. Then t mat of ij, 2, 1. T mat of 2, 1 means 0, 1, 2, 2. In that 1 means 0, 1. This is a place it will be assigned. In that ji means 1, 2. What is 1, 2 here? 1 is this one. In the 2 means 0, 1, 2, 6. 6 will come here. Then j will become 2. 2 less than 2 is false. Will come out of this for loop. And I will become 3. 3 less than 3 is again false. Will come out of the external for loop. So here, whatever the original format that is printed like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the transpose of this particular matrix will be like this, 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. This will be the resultant matrix. Okay. This is how we can make the matrix transpose by swapping the, you see here ij is swapped with ji. Okay. We are swapping the values of I and j indexes. Okay. Rows and columns we are swapping here. And because of that, we are getting the after transposing the matrix, we have to return this matrix, guys. This t mat we have to return from this method. Return t mat we have to write. And here, return type should be two-dimensional array. That is nothing but matrix, nothing but a two-dimensional array. The return type will come as like this integer array. T mat 1. Okay, I'll just give some name like original mat 1 got converted to transpose matrix. And here I would like to print the matrix, guys. I would like to print the matrix after transposing. What is the output? How does this print matrix will look like? Okay, this t mat 1 I have to pass. T mat 1, which is a resultant transpose matrix, I am going to pass, and that will get printed using this previous method. Now, if I run the code, right click run as Java application. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 got converted to 1, 2, 3. 1, 4, 2, 5, 3, 6. Okay, this is what is the resultant transpose matrix. So you may ask me, this will work only in this case. It may not work in another case. What I have to do like that? You may have a question or confusion here. So what we do is we'll take the input from the user itself. We'll create this. We'll get this matrix 1 from the user itself. How to get that from the user itself? So using the scanner, you can make this particular program a bit complex. Scanner is equal to scanner. Using this, we'll collect the input from the user. Okay. So whenever you are writing programs in the interviews, make sure that take the advantage of this scanner class wherever it is possible, so that the answer will look good, and the interviewer will understand that you have written the program in a better way. So system.out.println, I'll write down here enter number of rows. Okay, and I'll collect the number of rows for the original matrix. I'll just simply write down scanner dot next int. I'll collect the rows here. Int rows, I'll say. Int rows is equal to, or int r is equal to, otherwise r is also fine. Then after getting the number of rows, I would like to ask the user to enter number of columns in that matrix, in the two-dimensional array. Enter number of columns. Enter number of columns, colon. And here I'll write down int c is equal to scanner dot next int. Scanner dot next int. I'll write like this. Okay, int c, number of columns is equal to whatever the user enters, the number of columns that this array should contain. Now here, instead of writing like this, I'll write after getting the number of columns, I'll create an array like this. A new int of rows and columns, whatever the user has given, that rows and columns. Now what I want to do is I want to ask the user to enter all the array elements. All the array elements, okay? Into the two-dimensional array, all the array elements we have to enter. So how to enter that? For that, I'll write the for loop. For int I is equal to 0, I less than r, I plus plus, okay? And here I'll write down for int j is equal to 0, j less than c, j plus plus. I'll write like this. And here I will do something. I'll simply say mat of I j is equal to scanner dot next int. Okay. So here I'll write simply, instead of writing here, I'll write the print statement here, so that you will enter array element system.out.println. Until the user enters all the array elements, it will keep asking system.out.println. Enter array matrix element, array matrix, two-dimensional array element, okay? Element like this, I'll ask. So until this for loop is completely completed, the user has to keep on entering the numbers into this two-dimensional array, and original array will be created and it will be printed. After the transpose of the array will be created and it will be printed. So let's run this and see whether this scanner object, you can close it somewhere, guys. Maybe you can close it here. Scanner dot close. At the end of the program, you close a scanner dot close as a best practice. Now run the code here, right? The program has become now very good. Run the code, enter number of rows. Let's say the rows are 4, the columns are 5. I'm saying columns are 5. Enter array matrix element 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7. I keep on entering. Then 8. Total 5 4s are 20 elements it will ask, guys. Okay. Then 9, then 0, then again 6, then 3, then 2, then 4, then 8. Okay. Then 5, then 1, then 0. Still how many elements I have to enter? Let's see. Then 2, then 7. You see, the original matrix is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 6, 3, 2, 4, 8, 5, 1, 0, 2, 7. But here what happened? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 became like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 becomes 6, 7, 8, 9, 0 column. This row has become columns here. 6, 3, 2, 4, 8, 6, 3, 2, 4, 8, 5, 1, 0, 2, 7 has become 5, 1. So it's working for anything like this. This is a way you can make the program more dynamic. So guys, the program is very, I made the program very good, and I have tried my level best in explaining you how the program has to look like and all. So now what you guys can do is take a screenshot of this code. Guys, you can take a screenshot of this code. Okay. And for practicing in your machine, you take the screenshot of this code. Okay. So I'm waiting here. Once you've taken the screenshot of this main method, now, assuming that you have taken the screenshot, I'll go to the second method, take the screenshot of this method, transpose matrix method, hoping that you have taken the screenshot of this transpose matrix. Now I'm going to the third method, print matrix method. You can take the screenshot of this print matrix method. By writing the code in this way, the code will be easy and very comfortable. We can write the code and logic is separated. This actual logic is, hoping that you have taken the screenshot for this. This actual logic you have to understand. If you have this knowledge of this logic, remaining all things are very easy, guys. These are the common thing. But this transpose matrix method has the actual logic or actual answer for this particular Java program. So hope guys you got the answer for this question in a detailed and practical way in this session. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.